I think it's going to have very negative repercussions for the agreement which was signed a week ago between ZANU PF and the MDC. I think the agreement was half-baked. It needed to be completed in the sense of the allocation of the various ministries among the three groups. I think it is very likely that ZANU PF will find it difficult to accept a new mediator or facilitator. They would prefer to continue with Thabo Mbeki. The problem is likely to be Thabo Mbeki no longer has the same status as he had last week when he was still president of South Africa.
A continuation of the talks minus Thabo Mbeki, how do you envisage it?
I think it is going to limp. Eventually it is going to collapse. Thabo Mbeki was effective in keeping the three groups talking, and he was able to apply pressure here and there and get them to sign the agreement. Without him, I think each group is going to stick to its guns, and that will be unhealthy, and it will result in a deadlock, and the whole agreement could remain strictly on paper.
Well, the immediate impact of the resignation of the South African president, Mr. Mbeki, is that there will be doubts cast over whether South Africa can implement a rescue package they had promised as a result of the power sharing agreement or inclusive government agreement. And this is will obviously cause problems for ZANU PF, which was sort of hoping that South Africa's rescue package will be a sort of way forward for them to either first stay in power and be relevant, and secondly to deal with the economic mess that they created. For the MDC, Mr. Mbeki's resignation definitely creates an opportunity for them to negotiate even much better in terms of leveraging positions of power, cabinet ministries, because they had viewed Mr. Mbeki as being too close to Mr. Mugabe. It is not necessarily obvious that a new government after Mr. Mbeki will want to commit itself to the same aid packages that Mr. Mbeki's government had committed to. Also, on top of that, any doubts around Mr. Mbeki's ability to facilitate will not necessarily emerge from the ANC. It can only emerge from the negotiating parties, and I'm quite sure that the negotiating parties do not want a new mediator to start the process all over again. The deal will still hold because a lot of work from a political party angle has gone into it, and I'm quite sure they really want to get on with the business of either being in government or preparing for another election as they deem fit.